Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan. If you didn't know, now you know. And as you can tell, it's Mani by me, November's box. This is going to be the last one for now. I am stopping this series because I want to do some other stuff. We may bring this back if people miss it, or you know, if Maniology decides to start sending me PR for them, I'll do it then too. But for the meantime, I'm gonna buy my Maniology stuff individually because I don't really love all the boxes and I want to do some other series. So let's see what's in here. So when we open it, here's what we have. We have this card. Pause to read if you would like. It does talk a little bit about what's in here. The theme is gingerbread house. We have plate MXM139 and MXM140, and then we have the color marshmallow and the color cookie crumbs, which we'll be looking at that in a minute. And then there is a glitter called frosting. And we also get this card as well, which gives you an example of a manicure type that you could do. And then here on the back, it gives you the instructions on how. Here's our little package. Let's get it out. Here's what we have. So here's our glitter. It does come with a little applicator if you like to apply it that way. And then here's what the glitter looks like. If you can see it, the lighting isn't really from the top, but I can see it. It's like dazzling. Maybe you can see it when I do that. Yes, very beautiful. We got another sticker. Of course, it will go on my wall. All right, so here are the two polishes. This brown one is the cookie crumbs, and this like creamy one is the marshmallow. As you know, with Maniology polishes, these stickers are just for entertainment because they are gonna fall off. But we will definitely be using these. And now the plates. All right, so here's the MXM140. This one's got some like double stamping, layered stamping that you can do. For me, I'm not good at lining these up, so I prefer to just reverse stamp the back side. And then we've got some cookies that you can do the same way, and some frosting and some candy bits. And then over here on MXM139, we have a couple of like scallopings. We've got some little accents, and then we have some French bits. The Frenches rarely work for me because my thumbnail specifically, is often too wide for the French to reach across, but the nails I have on today are not even the right shape to entertain it. So, all right, so this is what we have. Let's get started. All right, so the first thing we want to do is get our base colors laid down, and we're gonna start with marshmallow. If you've never painted with Maniology stamping polish as your base polish, you can just do it kind of quickly because it's a quick drying polish, and the longer you take, the more swipes you take, the streakier it'll get. So work fast. All right, next let's do a little cookie crumb. Now these polishes are pretty opaque, so if you apply it liberally enough, you shouldn't need a second coat. I probably could have got closer to the cuticle, but it is what it is. I was just trying to color the white. Okay, so now we need to let these dry, and then we need to top coat them in before we go in with decoration. All right, let's do some top coating. We're gonna use the Orly Polish Shield just because I want to. It's a good quick dry top coat will give us a nice seal so that if we do mess up for some reason, we can wipe it off without ruining our base paint. Look how smooth that already is. Got some chaos over here. I have no idea where I got that red fleck that decided to be a part of this nail and smear. I am not happy about that. Luckily, I'm putting peppermints on this nail, so I'll give that a little time to dry, and then we'll come back and it'll be time to start the stamping. All right, first we're gonna do a sugared nail, and it's gonna be this one. Now, the instructions say to just pour it into your marshmallow, but I don't like to do that. I'm gonna use this base coat because it's thick and it takes a little bit longer to dry, so I have more time to get that glitter poured on there. And then while we're stamping, this will have time to dry. Alright, and then I'm just going to pour over a cupcake liner. You can do it with a glitter recycler, you can do it with a cupcake liner, you can pour it over whatever you want to catch the glitter and then pour it back in the container, because this glitter is not trash. You don't have to just pour away whatever doesn't stick to the nail. That is silly. So you just funnel that there and right back into the container it goes. I like to tap with a little bit of force. I feel like it jostles the nail about and then causes it to settle a little better. But look at that. Let me zoom in. Look at that nail. That's pretty. We'll come back to dust that off once we get the rest of the decorations on. We want to make sure it's good and dry so we don't knock it off. All right, let's do these. We're going to do a little bit of a frosting design on these. This is going to be the plate for this one. So I'm going to take this and we're going to make a little bit of a drip. So let me get the marshmallow and we get our stamper and our scraper, of course. And we get it on there good. And then do a little once over scrapey scrape. And then roll your stamper across. I should have scraped a little bit more because there is some left over. I'm just going to do it again. If you're not happy with the pickup you get, you can always do it again. I think I need to scrape a little bit more aggressively with this one, which is fine. So let's go a little bit more upright so we can get a little bit more force. Yes, I think that's a better scrape. Let's get it. That looks amazing. All right, and then we're going to go up here. We want it to come from the top. Get that on. Perfect. And then we can just take a cleanup brush to go around the edges and get this off of here. If you want, you can put down like skin barrier stickers ahead of time or liquid latex. But unless I'm doing like a giant stamp that's going to be a huge inconvenience, this is easier. Really. So I do wish this color was a little bit more opaque. On the brown, it does kind of show through, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it'll be fine. Also, it got kind of weird over here, but that's okay too. Clean your stamper with a lint roller. That's the easiest way. Let's back that up again. Clean off our plate. This is just a cotton ball grabber. We're going to turn it around because we need to grab some from over here. Now you don't have to cover it. I just like to. So that's whatever you want. Scrape it off. Pick it up in the opposite direction. That looks really good. We can clean up this excess. Whoop. It about got away. And then I want to take off this top one as well, because it doesn't really help. All right, so now we have to decide, do we want to put it downwards or upwards? And I kind of think I want to go upwards. So let's start over here on the edge and then just roll across. Ugh, we ran into my hand, but we made it across. All right, push our excess down. And then we go back for our little cleanup brush. Get that off of there. Super cute. All right, that's enough for the marshmallow. Now we're gonna go in with this red. It's from Peween. I don't have a shade like this from Maniology, and the ones I did have didn't seem candy cane enough. Now we're gonna get this plate out and we're gonna use this one, and we're gonna use this one. Let's start with the ho ho ho. I am gonna put this on the pinky. Ugh, that was a weird scrape. That's probably too many scrapes. If you scrape it too many times, it just doesn't pick up. Yeah, that's awful. Let's try that again. Sometimes I find it's helpful to kind of scrub your polish That way it fills in all the cracks, because sometimes you get like gaps. Let's try and scrape it this way. There we go. Now we'll grab it. Much better. Let's clean up that excess. Get that off of there, and I'm gonna take off this bottom part because it's just like half letters. And then we're gonna come over here, get those lined up here on the edge, and then just roll it across. That's perfect. Clean up our extra. Now you could scoot it up and do like a second row down here, or keep those halves, but I didn't want them. This is how I'm gonna do it. And then we gotta clean this off so that we can get a good pickup on these peppermints. Okay, and then we're gonna clean this off. Now, this is not going to fit my thumb. So what we're gonna have to do is a little bit of customization. So the peppermints that are not complete, we're gonna take them off because we can fill this in later. There. So now we can go up here at the top. We'll start way up at the top, over at the edge, so that it does cover. Ooh, we might have underestimated how wide this was gonna be. I wonder if I should have went sideways, but then they'd be weird. Tell you what, I'm gonna scrub this off and we're gonna do it again, but a little bit differently. You can just use alcohol, rubbing alcohol, to get it off if you're fast enough, which is why you want to put that good top coat down so you don't ruin the color underneath. All right, so now let's give this another try. We are going to have to customize it a little bit so that we can patch it together, but that's not a problem. All right, so we'll pick this up, clean it up, and we're gonna take off the ones on the bottom that we're not keeping. That's not changed. Okay, now, if you will notice, this row will line up with this row if we just chop some of it off. Halfway-ish, just slightly more maybe. I did take off that bottom peppermint, but that's okay. We'll put it on the next piece. So let me, ooh, careful. Let me try and make sure I'm straight with this. That seems right. Close enough. Let's do a little stretch so we can try and get this to peel loose. Okay. I think that's pretty decent. We'll be able to fix those. So now we can go in and put this up here because we have something we can patch it to. This is possible with some designs. Definitely not always. And we really only need the edge, so we're gonna take some of this off. Now let's see if we can't get this to line up. I know you can't see, pardon me. All right, let me clean up this extra bit I got on here. Red is a very staining color, so be mindful and be careful. All right, so here's the close-up. I finished this one. Let's dust this guy and have a look. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in with the aqua topper and we're gonna cover these that have the decoration, and then once that is dry, we can go in with our quick dry top coat, and then we're gonna mattify. So let me aqua top. All right, I'll be back when it's time for the next step. It is time for some more polish shield, quick drying top coat to lock this in. Aqua topper is not a final top coat. It is not sturdy. It will not preserve your polish for time. All it does is keep your quick dry top coat from ruining your art, because quick dry top coat melts polish. That's how it gives it a smooth finish, but that means it also will smudge your design, and you can use it on hand painted designs too. All right, and then once those are dry, we will mattify. I'll be back. All right, last step, Orly matte top coat. We're putting this on the ones with the stamps. I'm gonna tell you now, never top coat in your glitter or flocking powder if you want it to look nice. to be more specific, your sugared glitter. Like you can top coat in glitters and it's magnified, but not your sugar. It'll take away your sugar. You can see it already starting to change, but let's give this a second, and then when it's dry, we'll have a look. Okay, here it is. Look how cute it is. I like it. I think these turned out really well. And I think I like the theme more than I thought I would. I'm not really a gingerbread house or gingerbread cookie fan, but I think this is cute. I like it. I am gonna go ahead and get you some photos and I'll insert those here. Thank you so much for watching my video, especially if you made it to the end. If you did, leave me a cookie emoji. Let me know what you think of this month's theme. Let me know what you think of the set I did. And let me know if you also get the Maniology Mani by Me box. And if you do not, do you want to? Is it something you'd be interested in? Nail stamping really does make nail art easy. I will leave links in the description. I do have a discount code. It'll be on the screen, probably has been this whole time. Definitely take advantage of that. This is some high quality stuff, so I definitely recommend. The polishes are great. The stamping plates are great. The etching is super good. It's hard to mess up when you're using Maniology products. While it's not impossible and nail stamping has a huge learning curve, it definitely makes nail art easier, and there are stamping plates for everything out there. Don't let your lack of nail art ability stop you from having great nail art. Definitely do be following my socials. The links are also below. Sometimes I post things over there that I don't post over here, so you don't want to miss out on that. Definitely give this video a like if you did like it. The algorithm thanks you, and so do I. But that's it. You know the spiel. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.